What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop, which is a weekly show that brings you the news about the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the PC, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about it right here. And this week is nothing as compared to last week's release of Red Dead Redemption 2, but there are still some games worth talking about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. First off, we have Call of Cthulhu coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Plunge into Cyanide Studios' Call of Cthulhu, the official Cthulhu video game inspired by Chaosium's classic pen and paper RPG. Uncover the chilling mysteries of this RPG investigation game, descending deep into a world of cosmic horrors, creeping madness, and shrouded old gods within Lovecraft's iconic universe. In this world, nothing is as it seems. Sanity is an irregular bedfellow, all too often replaced by the whisperings in the dark. Strange creatures, weird science, and shadowy cults dominate the Cthulhu mythos, intent on realizing their mad schemes to bring about the end of everything. Your mind will suffer, balancing a razor-thin line between sanity and madness. Your senses will be disrupted until you question the reality of everything around you. Trust no one. Creeping shadows hide lurking figures, and all the while, the great dreamer prepares for his awakening. So when it comes to Call of Cthulhu, if you are a fan of Lovecraftian horror, then this one is going to be right up your alley. Of course, it is based on the pen and paper RPG, so fans of that game are going to be pretty fond of this one, if I do say so myself. But just checking out some gameplay, it does seem to kind of check all those boxes for an exploration-style horror game, and I think it could be a pretty good one. So if you do want to check out Call of Cthulhu, it's coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, we have an expansion for Steep known as the X Games Pass, coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. The massive mountain playgrounds of Steep are the perfect places to show off your downhill speed and freestyle skill, and new challenges are headed your way when the X Games comes to Steep on October the 30th. Set in the Alaska Games Village, a brand new area with specially designed snow park, the X Games brings a series of new ski and snowboard events across the big air, superpipe, and slope-style disciplines, as well as new freestyle challenges scattered across the Alaskan mountains. But the X Games aren't all that's coming to Steep in the next few months. December 4th will bring 90s-style customization, tricks, and music, along with new challenges for Rocket Wings that will be swooping in on January the 10th. You can purchase each of these DLC drops individually or buy the X Games Pass, which includes the X Games content and 1 week early access to both DLCs. And if you have yet to experience the open mountain freedom and exhilarating challenges of Steep, pick up the Steep X Games Gold Edition to get the full base game, the X Games Pass, and the Season Pass, year one, all in one big bundle. The first thing I want to point out is that Steep is a couple of years old at this point, but Ubisoft is doing a fantastic job in continuing to support games years after they have been released. Of course, we see this happening with For Honor especially, but with Steep, I also was surprised to find that whenever I was looking for the trailer for this new expansion, that there is a thriving content creation community around Steep. It's not getting millions of views, but people are still actively invested in this game, and I think it's a fantastic move for Ubisoft to continue pumping out some new content. With that being said, I think that Steep as a game itself balances realism and arcade fun in a pretty good, even way. Of course, it's not fully on that SSX side of things, but it's not fully a simulator either. It's a pretty good balance of the two kinds of games. So if you want to check out Steep for the first time, or maybe make a return to that mountain, then by all means check out Steep the X Games Pass or Steep the X Games Edition when they launch over the next few months, but launching specifically this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And the final game of this week's episode, Diablo III Eternal Collection, is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Raise some hell. Ages ago, angels and demons birthed your world in a forbidden union. Now, they have come to claim it. Stand tall among sanctuaries meek and wicked to battle walking corpses, horrifying cultists, falling seraphs, and the lords of hell. When the high heavens and the burning hells war, humanity must be its own salvation. An unholy trinity, the Diablo III game, the Reaper of Souls expansion, and the Rise of the Necromancer pack are all part of the Eternal Collection. 7 classes, 5 acts, and seasons worth of demon smashing. Nintendo Switch exclusives are also coming. Discover the pieces of Zelda's World and Sanctuary. The Eternal Collection on Switch includes the Kako companion pet, a Triforce portrait frame, and an exclusive transmogrification set that will let your heroes sport Ganondorf's iconic armor. You can also receive unique cosmetic wings. Defy the darkness. You are a surrounded world world's only defense against heaven and hell. Arm yourself with a Joy-Con or the Pro Controller and choose from 7 dark fantasy classes, each with its own way to slay. Eternal replayability. Evil is never vanquished forever, whether you're testing yourself against new difficulty settings, playing through the epic story campaign, searching for the perfect skill combo, expanding your collection of gear, racing through random dungeons, or traveling Sanctuary anew. With each session, you'll always have a fresh challenge to seek out. Assemble the perfect arsenal. As you charge through Diablo 3's 5-story acts, you'll collect gear from Sanctuary's furthest reaches, including legendary items that change your entire playstyle and armor sets that provide dynamic bonuses as you uncover more pieces. Your path to power. Diablo 3's power building system is flexible enough for an afternoon or a full season. Push back the burning hells with spears, storms, and zombie dogs. Over 800 unique abilities to unlock and master. Turn fire into lightning, split your magic blast, and change your skills to create devastating power combinations. It's dangerous to go alone. Jump into local action RPG multiplayer with up to 3 friends and crush demons from your comfiest couch cushions, no internet required, or fill out the ranks with your party online. You can play Diablo 3 shared screen on a single Nintendo Switch, remotely on up to 4 Nintendo Switch consoles, or combine TV and handheld play. So the main draw for this is that it is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Diablo 3 is going to be coming to a handheld device that can actually present the game in a pretty impressive way. However, on top of that, what many people fail to realize is that there is a ton of content packed into this one little collection. You have literally years of content packed in on this one single purchase. If you have not played Diablo 3 up until now, this is the time to jump in on it. Of course, Diablo 3 can be played solo, and it's a fantastic experience at that, but if you have friends with a Nintendo Switch, I would highly recommend partnering up with them and getting some game time in. I think that could be a very good time. But for those that do want to pick it up this week, Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. And that's pretty cool. But that wraps it up for this week's episode of The Drop. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop me a like down below. And in the comments section, let me know what games you are looking forward to this week, if anything did catch your eye. But if you happen to be new to the channel, I do upload this video every Monday. We have videos every Friday. And on top of that, I have a daily gaming news podcast that gets uploaded right here on YouTube 5 days a week. But it's hosted live over on twitch.tv/SamuelAdamsLive if you did want to check it out over there, and drop that follow so you know when it does go live. But as for right now, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. I will talk to you soon. Peace.